Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome back to another episode of Jagiland. Am I creeping you out yet? Okay, so this is a hole. Okay, this is a hole in some terracotta or some hardened clay, as old school people used to say. I'm not even that old school from Minecraft actually, but you know. In fact, they've changed the name of this biome now. It used to be called the Mesa, and now it's the Badlands. Screw that. It's a Mesa, okay? I'm not even that old school. It's a Mesa. Go away. Okay, so in the last episode, I did some work on establishing some sort of beginnings of a new area, a new project, and I've decided to name it, as you may know from the title of the video, the Hoodoo Hideout. The kind of pirate, tiki, voodoo, I don't know, hoodoo. Okay, it works. All right, I like the name. Okay, there's a rhyme from Labyrinth. How does that go? Remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo. You do what? You remind me of the babe. Classic quote from 1986 or 1980, late 80s, mid 80s film from Jim Henson, Labyrinth. I hate that movie actually, and I even hate a certain person's performance in it, where, okay, he took a starring role as the Goblin King, and really his performance was outperformed by his outfit. Anyway, though he's a really influential person and someone that I've enjoyed the career of greatly, and his name is David Bowie. Okay, just a little tribute there. David Bowie is a fantastic musician and a terrible actor. I'm going to put it out there. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm going to offend a lot of people by saying that, but I mean it. You ever seen him in The Prestige? What is that accent? Ugh, Jesus. I'm getting way off topic. Okay, so in today's episode, we are going to be working once again in the Hoodoo Hideout. Hoodoo? Hoodoo. And honestly, last episode wasn't very happy with it at all. I had multiple issues, ended up not doing a lot of building, so I'm going to make up for that in today's episode. I'm going to get a lot of work done, and you guys are going to enjoy it. And if you don't, next clip. Alright, so here I am in the Hoodoo Hideout, and you know what? These trees annoy me, okay? They're just oak trees, right? With a few vines around the place. They're okay. They're okay. They're kind of boring though, right? Don't you think? They could do with a few changes. Alright, so what I'm going to do is a little bit drastic. I'm going to get rid of all of the trees. And while I appear to be doing the sort of Speedy Gonzales lumberjack routine here, I thought I would just give you guys an update on another series on the channel, that being Rivendark. So I did have a build prepared for a new video for Rivendark, and I tried to build it, and there appears to be another glitch with glass blocks underwater. So previously, the texture was a bit wonky underneath the glass blocks, and now apparently the texture is wonky on the sides of glass blocks as well, and it's very frustrating, and the build that I was doing used a lot of glass, and it looked terrible. So I've had to cancel that and just change my plans for that particular video. But I have designed another build for the series already. I've got another video planned for it, so the series is not going anywhere. A new video will be coming out shortly, hopefully. Alright, so I just thought I would keep you guys up to date with that. Forget it, it's fine. Now, doesn't that look better? No? Okay, so hear me out. So we got rid of the trees. I am going to obviously be putting some of them back, but not in the form that they were there, with the original, how they were, okay? So I would like to do them in a different way. Now, one of the trees that I really like in real life is a mangrove tree, okay? That's mangrove, not mango. And they exist on the sort of coastal areas in certain countries that I actually don't know. I've got no knowledge about that whatsoever. That's just the kind of insight you get with Jagiero. Ignore it, it's fine. We move on. Okay, so mangrove trees. Now, what they do is they're very densely populated on the coastal areas of certain countries, and they actually help against erosion and things like that, which is actually it turns out they're very useful. I'm just figuring out where to put these, by the way. So I'm going to do some on the edges, and then also because the swamp has these patches of water and stuff, I'm going to use that as well. Okay, so we're going to say that the mangroves are growing from the water patches as well, because it doesn't have to be real. It's Minecraft. Okay. It's fine. All right, so let's put the tree down. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I should also mention I'm going to be doing quite a lot of terraforming. I want to get rid of quite a lot of the land and have it actually like this, so it's mostly water, and then have the huts coming out of the water. But anyway, let me do some actual building on actual camera on actual Jagiland. How about that, eh? That is a novelty. Okay, so we're going to build a tree, and you guys know, or you should know, perhaps you might know, that I am in fact terrible at custom trees. Okay, so this might not go as planned. We're going to go with, so we'll have the actual tree starting. Tree, fat. Okay, we'll go there. Yes, I'm using birch, and I know, I laughed. I make fun of birch being a useless block all the time, and then I've decided actually it looks quite good in this particular area. Okay, so it doesn't look very nice. No, don't worry, I'm going to make some changes. It's fine. 1, 2, 1, and then we'll get rid of that one. Okay, so you have the roots going into the water, drawing all the nutrients out of the water. Again, terraforming, just boop, boop, boop. And we'll just pretend that that's going into water. Like that. Very good. Very nice. There's not really a lot of complicated things to do with the mangroves, quite frankly. They're actually a very nice shape in real life. They do have these roots that they have this like gaps in them. They sort of start not at the bottom of the tree, but like a bit further up. I guess where like the water line was, probably. That would make most sense, right? And then the roots spread out before they actually reach the water, and it creates these like really interesting shapes that I really like. So that's pretty much my reasoning for liking mangroves. And then they have a bit of a gap, and then they have the leaves almost when they grow quite thickly, like densely populated areas of the mangroves, not of people. They actually grow seemingly all at one height, the leaves, which is quite interesting, and I quite like that idea as well, so going to steal it. Okay, so doesn't this look beautiful? No. Now it does. Oh, yes. Doing strip logs is one of Minecraft's best ideas, I think. Mojang's best additions to the game. Now you can see the contrast that we've already introduced from this horrible green grass, not grey, and that compared to the strip birch already is looking pretty nice, I must say so. Let's get up here and do some leaves. We'll have the leaves starting, we'll do 1, 2, and then we'll start okay, so we'll do 1, 2 and then start the leaves. Yeah, okay. From the bottom up, we'll start with just the one on each corner or each side of the actual tree. I always forget this word. Trunk. There we go. I've spoken about my vocabulary. It's just gone. Okay, it's just gone. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then where am I? Brain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very nice. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do a 3x3, and then should we stick one in the middle? Why not? Now, I thought about actually sticking lanterns in here just to light the place up. I'm not going to do that. I've decided against that. Just because it's very cheesy. Okay, so looking quite generic and boring and crap. So we'll just add a few little stems just kind of dripping off. Get rid of that one. And flat. Oh dear, my PC appears to be dying. Okay, that's an interesting noise that it's making. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. I really hope not. It's really hot in the UK right now, and my PC is not in the best position for cooling. So I'm just going to finish this little bit, and then I'm going to maybe panic a little bit. How's that? Okay. I actually thought there was like a zombie or something that was about to attack me. Okay, yeah. I like this. This is pretty good. So I'm going to do that a few times around the area. I'll just do it around the coast for now, and then we'll think about doing things further in. I may even try some with like stripped oak, just to add a little bit of colour difference. Okay, so I'll get on with that. Oh, how majestic is that? Let me take that off. Very good. Okay, so I've done some work. Oh, the PC is not dead. It was dying. I checked the clip. You could actually hear my fans in the background. Yeah, my PC is not in the best position. It's basically it's on the floor, on a carpeted floor, which is like the worst place you could put a PC. You know, it's under the desk. It might have ventilation issues. Okay, so I actually using. By the way, I'm using an NZXT case. This black and red thing. It is huge, and it was recommended to me, but apparently it is known for having ventilation issues. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change it. I guess I'm gonna have to change some things around. Maybe put my PC on the desk, and then I don't know if I can mask the sound. There's all sorts of problems in my life right now. I just don't want to deal with it. But what I have dealt with is a few of these trees, okay? So, as you can see, I've just built a few of them up, and I've changed the terrain slightly. So I've dug out a whole bunch of the land here, so it's all watery. So we have space and place for the huts to go. Okay, so this is just kind of acting as like a land border. Now, this lot is in the way because I want to go in that direction as well, so we're gonna have to get rid of all of that. I'm gonna flatten all that out, which I'll do in one moment. But first I wanted to try a little thing. Okay, so as you can see on the floor, I really wanted to do this a little bit more, where I've put the podzol, the concrete and the terracotta in there. I wanted to do that a lot more, spam it a lot more, but honestly it was so much work doing this that I decided no, I'm not gonna do that. It's just too time consuming, and to be honest, pulling it back, you know, making it more sporadic and more subtle actually worked quite nicely. I do like this a lot, so that's fine. That's all worked out well. Okay, as you can see over here, I mentioned I'm trying to add colour to the place, and I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but we can try. I have a Silk Touch axe in my hand, and we shall just grab a few of these, and then a few of these. Okay, so you can grow these mushrooms on podzol, by the way. They will grow in any light condition, I believe, on podzol, so that's nice. Very good. As long as you have a Silk Touch anything to harvest them, you can use a Silk Touch pickaxe if you require. I feel like Pixel Riffs. I'm now a tutorial channel, the worst tutorial channel in the world. Okay, I really like Pixel Riffs, by the way. I've gotten into him quite recently, but yeah, he's really he does really well for his channel. He's explains things really well, was what I was trying to say there. Yeah, doing the survival guide. It's a very nice series, and I'm well into it. Okay, let's try that. All right, just a very small mushroom, very subtle. And it just adds this little flash of colour. The white at the bottom, the red on top. I don't know if that is white. It's mushroom colour. Put it that way. Yeah. I feel like though maybe if I don't do this too often, I feel like it could be okay. I'm going to try and making it a little bit bigger though. I think let's try this. I don't want to do too much work here and take too long because I will have a lot to do in this episode, but let me just have a look. Okay, yeah, that's better, yeah. So again, if I don't do that too often, just throw them in every now and then, I feel like that could work pretty well. Okay, so now I need to do a bit of monstrous terraforming, and by that I mean just flattening all of this. But don't worry, we'll be putting back some of the details anyway, so it's all going to work out very nicely. I actually really love terraforming, so this is going to be fun. Alright, so as you can see, I've flattened a whole bunch of this area, which I enjoy doing thoroughly, by the way, as you might have been able to tell, maybe, I don't know. You might have come across. And, yeah, I've just done this pattern as I did over there. Now, I have got plenty more of these mangrove trees to bring into this particular area, but I don't know where just yet, so we have to establish that. In fact, let's establish it right now. I heard a bat. Take care of you later. There are there's like a big cave under here, and I kept falling into it and then getting blown up by a creeper. I didn't actually die, but I was very, very close on a couple of occasions. I'm so bad at this game. Okay, so let me... I want to build a hut, okay? We're just going to establish what the huts kind of look like. I just really want to establish first, though. I like using the word establish. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sort of look of the hut is maybe what I'm going for here. So I've taken the world's worst screenshot, naturally. I don't even know. I can't even tell from that one. Let's go from this angle, though, which I have a better one. I don't know. Okay. So we'll go like that. So we'll just bloop, like so. I think that goes there. We'll have 1, 2, 3. So that should be 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, that works. Okay, so... honestly, these are going to be very, very simple because I'm going to have to build a lot of them. So I don't want to do too much work. Now, where should we do the floor? Should I do it on this height, do you think? Do you think that looks okay? Or should I do it a little bit higher? Like on the next one, maybe? Yeah, because that's on the bottom of the block. Actually, that would be a bad idea. So let's try that. Okay, yeah, so it's got a bit of clearance from the water. That's fine. That's perfectly serviceable. Okay, new word. Right, we'll do that. Let me just... I don't have much time because the sun's going down. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to do too much on camera here, just because I want to get something else built in this video as well. And I need time for that as well. So, just establishing that we now have the floor in birch, and we're just going to surround this whole thing like, kind of like that, I guess. Something along those lines, maybe. This is going to be a doorway with spruce at the top there, and then a spruce roof. And then we'll probably have, like, grass and stuff on the top. I think. I haven't really established it very well in a screenshot or in my my creative build yet. So I'll tell you what. Let's do a little bit of a time lapse and just build it there. How's that? Alrighty, so while I'm building this hut, I would like to talk about a different game, that game being the World of Warcraft. So, World of Warcraft, I've recently released World of Warcraft Classic, which is a slightly graphically updated version of the original World of Warcraft game that came out over 10 years ago, and I played it 10 years ago, back in the day, you know, back in my youth. And honestly, it's been just a great experience, mostly. On the first 2 days, I played it until 5:30 in the morning, which I don't recommend, but was so much fun. I just couldn't stop playing, so yeah. Plus, I'm an adult and I can do what I want. Plus, I had the week off work. I had the work off week, so I was okay. Unfortunately, though, it's been marred slightly by the sheer amount of people trying to play it, because the servers have a certain capacity, the amount of people that can be on at one time, and there's been such high demand, so many people wanting to play, that in some cases the server queues have been up to 20,000 people and taking like 9 hours long in some cases, so that's been a bit frustrating. And then I've had other jobs to do in my life as well, so I haven't had as much time to play it as I wished, but you know, what I've been playing, the amount of time that I've done it, I've really enjoyed myself. Not only for like the nostalgia value, but it's just such an excellent game. So that's what's been happening in my life in the last week. I did mention previously that I might be making videos in World of Warcraft Classic. I don't think that's going to happen now that I've had a chance to play it, because the leveling process in that game is quite grindy, and it's just not really conducive to video. It's like, go kill 20 things over here and then go kill another 20 things over here. It's just like, you guys wouldn't find it that interesting, I would think. Maybe if I'm doing certain dungeons, I might do videos of those and just throw them on the channel randomly. So yeah, I just thought I'd keep you guys up to date on the fact that I have no life anymore. My life is now World of Warcraft and also Minecraft. So speaking of Minecraft, let's get back to Minecraft and let's get back to the Hoodoo Hideout. Yeah, that crucial block there, just finished it off, that did. Not actually, because I've still got some things to add to this, but I've tried to add a few little details just to, you know, just to wake it up a little bit. And to be honest, that kind of works. Now, again, very simple, but why not? And it needs to be because I have to build a lot of these, so makes it easier for me. Now, it's still not standing out enough, and I have something to try here. I don't know if this is necessarily going to work, but it is related to something that we're going to try later on. So let's try a lime banner. Put the lime in the coconut and then throw away that dirt block. Okay, so let's try this lime banner, see what works here, or if this does work. Yeah, okay. And I want to try a blue one as well. What can I throw away now? Oh, the dirt again. Excellent. There's not a lot of detail on this side, so let's put it right there. Yeah, I mean, throwing those there, it doesn't kind of make sense, but it will a little bit later on when you see what else I've got planned for the build. I've got 2 more builds planned for this video, okay? So best get on with it, all right? Okay, so we're going to have a few of these. We will have the mangrove trees coming out. This is actually a little bit bigger than I was expecting, but that's okay. I want them not to be connected to each other, so like you have to have a boat to go to each different hut, that kind of thing. I just like the idea of that, like as if the people just would just hop on a boat and go visit each other, you know. Do I have a stair? Yeah, okay. Just want to finish this off quick. Much better. Very open, no doors. Okay. But I like the idea of that. I think there's too many like fence posts and stuff going. Just stop it. Just stop it. Okay. All right. We're going to separate them, though, by having mangrove trees in between some of them. So we'll have this hut here, say, bring out the land a little bit more to sort of this area, have a mangrove tree, and then have another hut, and then another hut next to it, and then a mangrove tree, that kind of thing. Okay. But over here, in this area that I built in earlier on, I want to add a shrine. Okay, now I haven't got anything tiki nor voodoo added to this place, and that's basically what I'm going to try and add. We're not calling it tiki or voodoo, we're calling it hoodoo. You do. Okay, so I'm going to try that. I might as well do that on a time lapse as well, because again, getting tight on time. So let me try something, okay? Let me just try something. Okay, now in this time lapse, I'm not even going to tell you guys what I'm actually building. I'm just going to let it happen on camera, and you guys can see at the end of it. All right, very nice. So I've experimented a little more with the replay mod, trying to get different camera angles and stuff, you know, trying to be a little more dynamic. And in all honesty, in this time lapse, I failed. I made the camera zoom all over the place without realizing, and yeah, that's just how it is. Sorry. I'm actually really, I'm getting a little more comfortable with using the mod, but when you're working in a tight space like this build I'm doing now is only going to be 5x5, and you have to like zoom around it, and it didn't work out, so sorry for that. But I do enjoy doing these time-lapse things because it gives me a little more opportunity to just talk to you guys about a few different things, so that's quite nice. For instance, let's talk about Minecraft 1.15, where they are adding bees. Not the bees. I really like the look of the bees. They look, you know, that's not a word I use very often, but they look cute. Okay, flying around. They're kind of like chunky bees. They're just nice. You know, they're just a nice addition. And I think they're going to be adding some sort of honey block that we could use. So that would be interesting, as well as their nests and the hives and whatever. So that'd be pretty cool, I think. There's also there's talk of them updating the combat system. I know they've pushed out a special snapshot that you have to download separately, and I think people are going to be quite excited about that, because I know that when they made the combat changes back in 1.9, was it? people were quite upset with the changes. I know that, for instance, on servers like Hypixel and that, they don't even use that combat system. They use the old one. So it obviously did need a bit of a overhaul because the sheer amount of people that were just not happy with it. So that's going to be really interesting. Minecraft is one of those unique games where you pay for the initial game and then they just constantly update it and add things to it for free. There's no DLCs or things like that. So that's one of the major attractions to Minecraft, and it's at its height at the minute. It's becoming really, really popular at the minute. I know PewDiePie will tell you that it's because of him, but I like to think really that it's more just because the game is just like I said, they keep adding the updates and things like that, and they've just improved it all the time, and it's just in a really, really strong place right now. So yeah, that's pretty great to see. All right, so that's enough of that. Let's get back to the action, shall we? Alright, so hopefully that time-lapse was a little more interesting than the other one, and since then I've made some changes. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so as you can see, I've changed the birch stairs and slabs to oak instead. Now this was because, and the reason I've gone all the way back over here is because it was blending in too much with the mangrove trees. And it didn't stand out enough for me, so yeah, I've just changed it to the oak, and I think it looks really nice. It looks pretty. It's just a subtle change, but it works really well. And obviously, I've left in a bit of birch there, and the mouth of the statue, because these are supposed to be like hoodoo watchers, is what I'm going to call them, watcher statues. So you have like eyebrows there with eyes sunken in, and then a nose, and then an open mouth there. That's kind of what it's supposed to be like. If you guys can't see that, I failed, I guess, but I like it, so that's what matters, I guess. And then we've got a crown on the top, and then feet. Yeah, have a face and then feet underneath it. Why not? Okay, don't try to rationalize it. It's fine. Okay, now as you can see, there's something in the background here. This is going to be a shrine area. This is going to be a little bit of a callback to Jagiland Season 1. Some of you may know what I'm talking about there. I'll show you. What I'm going to do is another time-lapse, and I'm going to build this on camera. Yes, another build on camera in one video. I know, crazy. What's that, 3 time-lapses? Wow. That's to kind of make up for last video not being so great. And over here, there's just a little surprise to add to the build once it's finished. Should I show you? No, I don't think I will. Okay, and then I've got little path blocks here, because what I'm going to do is eventually the huts will have like a path going into the shrine, and then we'll have like tiki torches lighting it up and stuff. And okay, the sun's going down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to gather some more materials, and then I'm going to build this thing. Okay. Yes, another time-lapse in today's video, and I know that this video is going to be a long one, and I apologize for that. I know a lot of you guys don't enjoy that, but I just really wanted to squeeze in these builds to the video, and I really wanted to do some building on camera, while also just to get on the opportunity to talk to you guys. So that's basically the reason. This time lapse is obviously not with the replay mod this time. This is just a first person one, just to sort of to hide a few little things, so you don't get the full picture of what I'm building. But I'm sure some of you will know what I am actually building anyway, if you've ever watched Jagiland Season 1. I just want to talk about some numbers, okay? So specifically the number 500, because I am closing in on 500 subscribers. At the time of recording, I am at 498, so only 2 away, and I'm going to ask you, if you're not subscribed, please do consider it. I don't like asking. I never would do it normally. I don't believe I've ever asked people to subscribe, but I'm so close to 500. Just need two. And now that I've mentioned it, I'm probably going to lose about 10 subs. The subscriber count has been going up gradually. Especially in the last few months, I've gained a few more than I would have normally. So every episode, I gain a few more and a few more. So it's been really nice. You know, I'm not aiming particularly high. I'm just grateful for whatever subscribers I do get. In fact, I really want to say thank you to those that are subscribed. I really do appreciate it. I know that a lot of you have been with me from the very beginning. Yeah, I'm just very grateful. You know, I really do appreciate it. I will say I am very bad at answering comments in videos, and I'm so sorry. I promise I do read them all. I really do. And I do notice, like, it's often the same names commenting on most episodes, and I want to give a special thank you and a special shout out to you guys, because I really do appreciate the efforts that you put in, and I'm really sorry that I don't put in that effort myself. I promise, a lot of the times I get a comment while I'm at work or while I'm busy doing this, and I'm like, yep, I'll reply to that, and then I kind of forget. Okay, I'm just bad. I'm just bad. I promise that I am trying to get some consistency with my videos. It's just very difficult, and now that World of Warcraft Classic has been released, it might even be more difficult. But I hope not. And like I said, I am trying, guys. I'm trying. Trust me. 2 subscribers, please. 2. I'm just going to I'm just going to finish off by saying I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys sticking with me. I often get comments saying that things along the lines of, "Oh, you deserve to have a higher subscriber count," or you deserve to be noticed more by different people and things like that. So I really appreciate those comments, and well, I appreciate any comments. I don't really know why I'm saying that. I appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me finish off by showing the build first off, and then I'm going to add a little bit of a funky detail to it, and we'll see if this works out or if it looks ridiculous. We'll we'll see, I guess. Alright, so I had a few little hiccups here and there, but otherwise, the slow reveal of the skull totem thing. This is from Jagiland Season 1. In the swamp area, I had a slime skull thing that people worshipped, and I really loved the look of it, and I wanted to do it again, so there we go. It's essentially just copied a few little minor changes here and there, and obviously changed the slime for bone blocks, but I think it looks really cool. I really like this. I think it fits in well with the area as well, and, you know, we have the skull motif fitting in more with the sort of hoodoo type thing. So, yeah, I think it works. Now, down here, I left a little present for myself to use on this. Now, if you recall, in the previous episode, I mentioned I wanted to add some drastic amount of colour here and there, okay? And I mentioned using bird feathers, as if they had parrots around here. Now, I've thought about trying to bring parrots here, but in all honesty, that is a lot of work. But we'll see. We'll see for that. See if that can happen. But yeah, parrots, very bright and colourful, and what do they have on them? Feathers, very bright and colourful feathers. This is Animal Kingdom with Jack. Okay, and I was trying to bring that into this. In all honesty, have you tried to do like a blocky feather, like a feather pixel art as small as you can? It's crap. Okay, I'm just going to say it right now. It's crap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to attach some like gigantic feathers to this thing. Okay, I'm laughing now. Just bear with me, guys. It's an experiment. It might not work. Okay, I'm going to try some pixel feathers and then just see what happens. And if it doesn't work, I'll just leave it in and you guys can laugh at me. Okay, so these are the colours we're going to be using. Can I even fit them in my inventory? Aha, no. Go away. Okay, we'll try. Okay, well, I'll give it a whirl. Not in a time lapse though, because there's going to be far too many fails. Okay. I think I've done something. Okay, I'm going to leave the scaffolds up just in case. Guys, it's not easy, okay? It's a good idea to add all the colour and things into it's a good theory. Okay, let's do the slow reveal. Let's turn that off. That's the cinematic thing. And then... Do you know what? I kind of like that. That has actually kind of turned out far better than I expected. Yeah, you know what? It's not bad. It's okay, so they are supposed to represent feathers. I wanted to do dual colours just to throw in as much colour as I could, basically. And, you know, a lot of feathers are different colours and stuff. They have 2 different colours on some of them. They have, like, gradients on some of them. I've been doing my research, all right? Yeah, it kind of works, actually. I'm very surprised. It's added a good amount of colour. We have the kind of voodoo, hoodoo, tiki vibe to it. Do you know what? I'm going to call that a success. I can't believe it, but I'm going to. Okay, so there's actually a lot of things I would like to add around the place. I would like to do more huts and a few more mangrove trees, and then in this area, I feel like we could add more of the mushrooms and stuff to add even more colour, and tiki torches. And I'm thinking even like campfires to add smoke. That would add some like nice life to the place and some atmosphere and stuff. So that's the sort of next thing on the agenda. But honestly, I've run out of time for today, and I really want to get this video out. So if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the builds, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.